AMC Theaters, how may I help you?
I need that bucket.
One bucket, that'll be... Oh! AMC Theaters, how may I help you?
I need that bucket.
One bucket, that'll be... Oh, fuck!
Yeah. Hold the butter and popcorn. I want to feel the Wolverine scratches.
Nobody's scratching shit, you sick fuck! Get out!
Nothing I do will be replaced. That's why I live in nice space. I take the money to another level. I take the place to another level. I take the high.
Get your special sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good. Deadpool and a Wolverine. This just feels right.
Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. I am back after a long hiatus. I had a long ass trip, but it was very fun and very cathartic. So, but that's a story for another time. I am joined once again by my usual suspect, Dylan. What is up, my man?
Not much, man, but wow, was this a good movie.
Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, it goes without saying that this
Ever thought we ever see this?
Yeah, especially after Origins, man. Like, I don't hate Origins as much as other people do. Like, the one thing I will agree with people on is that the Deadpool stuff in the movie is terrible. But other than that, I think it's all right. But who would have thought that we would have actually seen this team up proper? And it's safe to say that this was my most anticipated movie of the year. If you've been watching me for a long time, you know how huge a fan I am of this whole Fox X-Men universe, so I don't need to get into all that again. There's plenty of videos on my channel where I go much deeper into it, but now, here we have the swan song to it all, Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh man, where to fucking start? Dude, is it just me, or did this movie fucking slap?
Dude, I'm telling you, this movie was so much just straight up fun. But not only was it fun, it legit had an important message to all of the MCU fans, to all of the Marvel fans of any Marvel comic universe, whether it be the books, the comic books, the movies, the Fox universe, everywhere. This is a message for everybody, and the message was, hey, we messed up. We know we messed up, and here's Marvel Jesus.
Dude, that joke's fucking great.
I know, right?
Like,
dude, I'm actually really surprised that Disney let them get away with some of the jokes that they were, because there were a lot of jokes against Disney in this.
Oh, dude, Deadpool was making fun of fucking everybody, dude. Even my beloved Fox, he was making fun of. Suck it, Fox. I'm going to Disneyland. Get fucked. Dude, like,
there was so many jokes.
Dude, that was fucking funny.
Yeah.
On that dude.
Plus, it was really nice. The story was really good as well. Not just the jokes, but the story of the team up was really good.
Yeah. And then, dude, the fucking opening.
Dude, that is literally probably the best opening of any Marvel TV show or movie ever.
I wouldn't go that far, but I think it's my favorite opening of the Deadpool movies, and for reasons we're gonna get into, this is probably my favorite of the whole Deadpool trilogy. But dude, try and explain to me how the fuck they got away with doing what they did without it actually soiling over or dishonoring the legacy of Logan.
I don't know how, because they literally dig up his corpse, and yet,
And he
for
murders
some
the
reason, I'm
DPA with his
chanting at
phone.
seeing it.
Uses his claws. Dude, I was like, no, stop.
Dude, and the way he just keeps tossing bones at all of the guys, and because it's a metal skeleton, it's obviously gonna hurt. He throws it like
Yeah.
a boomerang half the time. Oh my god, that was great. And yet, we're literally watching him destroy Logan's corpse. Like, go back and watch the Logan movie, and then watch this film, and it's like, did I just literally see Logan, after he just died for the universe, gets dig up and his bones get used by that? Like, what the hell?
He's able, and yet it's able to be funny.
And respectful. That's what's weird about it.
And
it's a weird respect that Benga has. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's one of this movie's biggest strengths is that in its own way it still honors what came before. And not just that, dude. Let's get into the fucking cameos. The level of respect that this movie has to not just all the Fox universe from the past, but basically all the comic book movies that walked so the MCU could run. Like, especially Blade. Dude, Blade. Like, I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm like a hardcore Blade fan. I like the first two Blade movies, and I guess like a lot of people mostly have. I have guilty pleasure fun with the third film, but I will agree. Wesley Snipes, one of the best portrayals of a comic book character ever, man.
Well,
And
dude, I'm telling you what.
I still sort of got giddy seeing him come back.
Yeah, but dude, Captain America, Steve Rogers, he shows up. We're all expecting Avengers Assemble, and it's Flame On! Dude, that was nuts to see.
Oh, dude.
That was great.
They built that up and edited it so fucking good. Because the surprise didn't come from the fact that, oh, it's Chris Evans. Because we could already tell by the voice it's Chris Evans, right?
Yeah.
But the surprise being freaking Flame On, what the fuck?
Dude, that was great.
So cool.
That was fantastic.
But, of course, they had to kill him off early because look what he was doing to the budget. That's
definitely.
That's another one of the best jokes in the film. Dude, hardly any of the jokes in the movie were freaking duds, man. Like, there's not a single
joke. Every single joke landed perfectly. There was not one dud in this film.
It's because it's not like disrespectfully poking fun at Disney and the MCU. Like, in a way, maybe sort of, but at the same way, it's just the fact that it's cleverly written jokes. It's not just saying, yeah, fuck
exactly.
Disney,
it's straight meta humor is what it really is. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like, this is definitely the funniest movie in the Deadpool trilogy. And if we're looking at it as an MCU film, which, yes, I know it's in the MCU, even though I look at it more as the 14th X-Men movie, but still, probably the funniest MCU movie, if I had to think of it that way.
No, I actually legit would think Guardians of the Galaxy 2 would actually earn that title for me. But I still absolutely enjoyed this. Oh, yeah,
Guardians 2 had some really fucking good jokes. Like with how Rocket was messing with the raptors in the forest and stuff. That was fucking funny.
That was great. Dude, that was great. Dude, this movie was hilarious.
I cannot choose what the biggest laugh in this movie is. Either the opening or... Shit, what was the other one? Probably the Flame On joke, dude.
Dude, the Flame On joke was really good, but I'm telling you what one of my favorite moments of the movie actually was what was that joke where Deadpool has Wolverine knocked out, and he looks and says, "Oh, look at those pajamas!" And then later on, we get to see him with that. That was incredible because who shows? There's not been one movie that has ever showed that costume, that accurate
Oh,
costume.
dude.
And
Yeah,
so
let's
on.
talk
That
about.
joke was great.
Yeah, dude. Let's talk about Hugh Jackman for a sec, man. Dude, we already talked about how we feel like it's able to not dishonor Logan, but dude, actors always return to these roles. Well, not always, but a lot of times to see them return to these roles after these long hiatuses, and they usually comes all phoned in and tired. But no, dude. Hugh
No,
Jackman
Hugh
still has
Jackman
every
brought
bit.
all the energy back instantly.
Yeah, he has every bit of the energy and the sincerity that he brings with his
Until you're
performance
90.
until you're 90. Oh, that was so good. But dude, because what I loved about it is that, look, I know a lot of fans are angry about this, and they're not wrong to be because let's face it, Logan was a great fucking movie, and as
Yeah,
great as this
that
movie
was
is,
such a
like
great way to
it's no
end this
competition.
character off.
Logan is an infinitely better movie than this. Like it's my favorite
Yeah.
superhero film of all time. But what
It's
I
not
love
my
about
favorite
his
of all time, but Logan is high up there. Actually, you know what I'm going to have to do at some point? I'm honestly going to have to review every Marvel movie, not just the MCU, but every Marvel movie in one video. Wish me luck on that, because that's going to drive me
I am
nuts.
thinking of after seeing this movie, I have been thinking of a certain kind of Marvel ranking, which stay tuned for details on that, possibly at the end of this
Yeah.
stream. But what I loved about his return in this movie was that not just the fact that again he had still had every bit of the energy and the sincerity, but just the fact that they took the consideration writing wise to be like, all right, we know a lot of fans love Logan, right? So we're not going to touch that. We're not going to actually undo that and actually resurrect him like some Halloween resurrection bullshit. So it's a different universe, which again I get that fans are just angry regardless that Hugh Jackman came back, but again, just the fact that they
No,
took
I really enjoyed the fact that he came back.
yeah. And just the fact that they took those careful steps and didn't just say, "Oh, he's alive," Logan didn't matter. I am so happy that's the route they went. And plus, Hugh Jackman at least recently came out and said that he actually had some motivation for coming back for this because I guess apparently back in 2016, when he announced that he was going to be doing this one more time, I guess he then said that he saw Deadpool a couple days after that announcement and was like, "Oh fuck, I think I made a mistake. There's so much that I can do with Deadpool." So it was
Yeah.
really nice that they actually got this team up because a lot of factors went into it. Not just the potential of seeing these characters together, but a lot of it goes into the actual behind the scenes friendship that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have in real life. That I think
Yeah.
possibly more than anything else is what really fueled this movie finally
Yeah,
getting.
their strange connection. I mean, so let's get into like the little story we basically have here. So, Wolverine it has died obviously because of the Logan movie, and Deadpool is like, okay, my universe is being destroyed. Can't we just replace Logan? So he goes to another universe. We have a couple of jokes with like
Oh,
small
dude.
Logan and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about with what was like the biggest laugh of the movie. The whole Wolverine variant montage, dude. And seeing him at
that was
comic
great.
accurate height. Oh my god. Dude. My theater was roaring in laughter. Dude. And I saw this on IMAX with the sound cranked up, right the screen right in front of us because we were just like a couple rows behind, so we were like way at the front. But yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he was
It's not
small.
just,
He was big. He was yeah.
and it's not
And
just the
then
humor, and
oh,
it's
go
not
ahead.
just the humor in some of the cameos. It's just some of the visual treats. Like the reference to him fighting Hulk, him being tied up on the cross, which I haven't read that comic, but just for the imagery, that is one of my favorite
It's
visuals.
crazy, right?
Comic book I've
Especially
ever
because it's an X. It's X-Men. So
Yeah, and Cavalry. Need I say more?
yeah. Also, the big mutton chops, dude. I'm sorry, but that was great to see. Big
Oh,
mutton
dude,
chops.
I cried. I cried when he put on the cowl, dude.
Oh, dude. Oh
Because
my
the
god, I
Wolverine,
gotta get to that moment now because you just
because
brought up,
dude,
dude.
Wolverine, whether it be Hugh Jackman's portrayal or like just the character in general, is like my childhood hero, basically growing up.
Yeah.
And I've waited and
Tony
I've been
Stark
waiting ever
was
since I was a
fine, but
kid.
yeah.
I've waited ever since I was a kid to see that translated into live action, and to finally see that, and no, and not just to see that, but to see it with Hugh Jackman doing it, which I never thought I'd get to see, especially after Logan. Dude, tears, like
Yes.
tears of
Oh,
pure
dude.
fanboy
It
joy.
was so good. So I mean, here's the thing, right? Comic book movies. A lot of people would say comic book movies. It's a guy running around in his underwear. That's laughable. Let's not see that. Let's put them in some true armor and be all cool and
Huge
stuff like
shown.
that. And they definitely do that. But dude, I'm telling you, even though it does look cringy as hell, it was so stupidly cool. I just had a huge smile on my face when I saw him pull up the. It's
And
like
dude, that's
how do
another moment.
you
That,
can't make that look cool, but they made that look cool.
yeah, like how did they pull that off? Like 24 fucking years of cock teasing the fans with this shit. And we finally got it. And it's
And it's comic book accurate too. Like so many. I'm not even kidding. We make fun of the comic book accurate costumes within the Marvel universe so many times, right? But they pulled this off so well. It's ridiculous, man. But yeah, going back to the story, Deadpool needs to bring Logan back to save his universe, so he brings back the worst Wolverine of all. He's basically just giving up
I
on his life.
loved that idea, dude, because
Same, bro.
Wolverine in general has always been this broken character with this horrible past to him. But yeah, this is definitely the worst Wolverine in both good and bad ways. Because, dude, like, it's obviously nowhere near as compelling as Logan, but it comes very close. Like, there were several moments, especially the moment he had with Laura by the campfire, dude. Like, that
That was great.
that nearly brought me to tears because, like,
That was
because they
great.
take the time to let the tragedy of the reveal sink in. Like this is what happened. Like, this is what he did. And yeah, I could see that totally ruining a person.
Yep, absolutely, dude. And the way it just. Oh god, this movie's so
And
good.
it's paced out so well with
That's what
how
I
he's
was saying.
so reluctant and violent towards Wade at the beginning of the movie. Then it slowly builds toward him embracing the suit, like emotionally embracing the suit, becoming the X-Man that his universe's team always knew he could be. That was very fulfilling to see. Like, they were able to do, like, the fact that this is basically a new Wolverine. Like, a lot of it goes into the fact that it's still Hugh Jackman giving it his all.
Yeah.
But still, the fact that this is a different universe Wolverine,
It's not the
and
Wolverine
they get
we
us to
know.
care about him equally as much as in the original continuity, all in one fucking movie. That is some shit
With Deadpool,
that a
someone
lot
who
of
just does nothing but makes jokes, dude.
yeah,
Oh
dude,
my god, the writing's incredible.
yeah, writing and pacing it, like, that is some shit that like a lot of that the more recent Marvel films have utterly failed to do. Like one season of She-Hulk, they weren't able to get us to care about her at all. Once, like the Marvels, which I haven't seen the Marvels, but I heard that aside from the Miss Marvel character, you pretty much don't give a shit about anyone. So
Yeah.
so to see the writing and the emotional intelligence finally come back in the MCU was so good to see. Even though I view this more as an X-Men film than I do an MCU film, I digress.
Yeah, bro. It was awesome.
Oh, it is so damn near a 10 out of 10.
It is so good.
That's the thing, like,
It is very good.
there's obviously no specific flaws that I'm freaking holding against it, but it's just, like, a few spots below Logan, man. Like, Logan is probably,
Yeah, that
Logan is
yeah,
the
so
pinnacle of this franchise.
yeah, so for me, you gotta remember, Tony Stark, Iron Man, that was my superhero journey, right? I never really got into the Fox universe growing up. I understand the Fox universe, and I have seen a lot of the Fox universe. It's just I never particularly grew up on it. But
And
to
that's
see
something that I
how
think
they brought
even
it together,
you,
though.
that's something I think even you were able to appreciate was that the reverence and the just the high level of respect that this film had
Exactly, bro.
for
Exactly.
everything of the past. Elektra, Blade, the version of Gambit that we never got to see that Channing Tatum was going to do. To finally see that fully realized, and that the meta themes and the commentary behind that, because that was like, do they call you that, or do they just want you to call them, or did you just want them to call you that? Like, dude, I like. There's so many layers to it. Like even something that we never actually got to see a movie of gets its swan song because of how much Channing Tatum wanted to do this. Like, and just for like probably what 30 minutes that he had of screen time overall, he gives it his all, man. You can definitely tell that this is a character he really wanted to play. And dude, as much as I like the Gambit that we got in X-Men Origins Wolverine, he doesn't have the accent, but I did like this Gambit, dude. Like, he nailed the fucking Cajun accent, dude. Like, it was damn near
Oh yeah,
flawless
absolutely,
to
man.
me. Like, I would almost go so far as to say that he almost damn near sank into the role in a really great way that almost made him look unrecognizable.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely. Like you can tell that this wasn't Logan, the Logan from. That's what's incredible, right? It's Hugh Jackman, but you can tell that this isn't the Logan we're used to, which is just
Oh
it's
no,
so
no.
well done. It's so well done.
And then talking more about the freaking cameos, like what another thing that's so great about them outside of the respect paid towards them is that towards their characters is that they're not just there for the oh look who it is, the nostalgia, hey we brought them back. Like, it actually serves a purpose, not just because they help Wade and Logan get to their universe at the end of the film, but again, thematically tying into the fact that, like they say in the film, they want their ending, and boy, oh god, did they get their ending. Again, I may not love Blade, and I sure as heck did not love Elektra. I loved Jennifer Garner in the role, but I certainly didn't fall in love with the character. But again, just the fact that they paid respect to pretty much this bygone era of superhero films that paved the way for this universe that we've
For the
now been able to
MCU.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
any
incredible.
like the studio would have just like made their own thing and not even acknowledge, like, yeah, that's freaking that's from that time, man. Like, this is our time now. Get with the times, the MCU. But
Yeah,
so
but instead they literally respected all sides of it, every part of it. That's incredible.
yeah, that's like probably the thing that I am most in love with in this film is the respect. Because you know me, I love the Fox universe. Like mainly X-Men, but I do like a lot of the other stuff with Daredevil
Yeah.
and the Fantastic Four films, or at
Daredevil
least
used to be
Victor
really good.
Seven
Yeah.
ones. But yeah, and I don't know if you got to see the end credits, but dude, the most tears shed in the film for me were in the end credits. Like they did all that
Yeah.
behind the scenes
Now,
B-roll.
I got a question for you, man.
Wait.
What was your? Go ahead.
Yeah, like just the behind the scenes B-roll tribute stuff they did for not just the X-Men films, but all the Fantastic Four, Elektra, and Blade. Or I don't know if Blade was Fox, but still everything. And then it literally ends before it goes back into the credits with the 20th Century Fox logo. I could not have thought or written up a more perfect way to say goodbye to the Fox universe. It was flawless. I would not change a single thing about it. And hell, we're an half hour
It
in.
was really good.
And I forgot to mention one thing. If you're wondering where I got the intro, where I got the clip in my intro from, I cannot take credit for that in any way whatsoever. Check out the channel here that I am putting in the comments. The Brook Boys, they make fucking hilarious videos and skits. And this clip I used here is probably their funniest yet. Whether that sounds biased or not is all for interpretation, but check them out. They awesome.
Yeah.
But,
So, what is your favorite imagery, man? Because this film has a lot of good imagery. Is it literally from the very beginning with a Hugh Jackman skeleton? Because literally, my favorite imagery is probably them standing in front of the 20th Century Fox logo.
That came close.
Dude, I
like
love
he said,
that.
rest in, and he was all rest in peace, Fox. But again, like just him putting on the mask at the end of the film, like that is going to stay with me forever. Because again, like especially after Logan, this is something we never thought we'd get to see, at the very least with Hugh Jackman. So the fact that he came back and gave us this,
was really amazing.
There's a lot.
Was good.
There's a lot that can be debated about whether this will just be like a one-time return, and whether this will be the last time we see Deadpool or not. We can debate all that another time, but
no, this is not the last time we see Deadpool. Wolverine, maybe. I don't want that to be the case. I think they're gonna keep Hugh Jackman until he's 90. Until he's 90. That's what I want. I really want.
But honestly,
yeah, I'm not like.
But honestly, I would want this to be the last we see of Deadpool because it was a good ending. He saved his universe. They at least hint that he gets his girl back, and shit. Even if it's a different universe, Wolverine and Laura get their happy endings. So
yeah, that's what's really fun about it. Because of my emotional attachment to it, it's not necessarily there, even though I love the films. I will tell you what, my rating is not 10 out of 10. I'll give you my rating at the end of this, but it's not 10 out of 10. But I absolutely love this film. Absolutely. It's as close to a 10 out of 10 as I could give it, let me tell you that.
Oh, dude, it's like probably the same grade I gave in like the Cool Kids stream I did a while back. It's probably still a 9.5. Hell, like if
it's a 9.9 for me. It's very close to being perfect.
Like hell, if I rewatch it more, dude, it'll probably.
If I had the emotional attachment to it, I would have to give it a 10 out of 10. But I have emotional attachment to other films, so.
Because there are definitely several moments and whole scenes that are definitely 10 out of 10 scenes. Like one of my favorite scenes is where he just freaking rips into Wade, both physically and verbally. That, like, the freaking how to go, like, it's God's best joke that you can't.
It's so funny because neither of them can die, and yet here they are trying to kill each other.
Dude, like, both times they fought were fucking great. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Probably
and then at the end when they all fight a bunch of Deadpools.
Yeah, dude. Probably the second time they fought was fucking funny. Where like they're all like coming at each other, like, yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come at me, come
Yeah,
at me.
in the car.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I was wrong. This car totally fucks hard. Let's just get this done. Oh, dude.
Oh god, that car scene was
Definitely.
fun. The bus scene was great with all the Deadpools too.
Oh yeah, that was fucking. That is going to be eye candy for months when I'm able
I
to
know, right?
watch this
With
film.
all the blood just splattering on
Trying
the
to
windows.
catch what every single little Deadpool from the other universes look like. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Like, and not just the Deadpools. Like, this is going to be a lot of fun looking frame by frame throughout this film to see all the things that we have very like likely missed, because 100% there's little things that blink and you miss it that you'll be able to see if you pause it. Like, dude, I can't wait till this comes out on streaming. Take your time though, Marvel. Do not freaking dump this on streaming early like you've been doing with your movies lately. I think it is horse shit that's what Hollywood is doing nowadays. Like, just
Yeah.
even if the movie's bombing, just let the movies fucking breathe. Look at how
And for
good
God's
Inside Out
sakes,
2 is
this movie is making tons of money. This is the biggest movie of the year. Literally the biggest film of the year.
Oh yeah, it definitely has a high chance of being the highest grossing movie of the year, even by December. I would probably bet that much.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't see
no, I
any
just
film being this for a long time.
because yeah, just do what they're doing with Inside Out 2. Like, keep it in theaters for several months. Inside Out 2 is still going to be in the theaters for another 100 days. Probably
Yeah.
less, but still 100 days. Like, let these movies breathe, make their money.
Yeah, especially for the theaters. Because this, I'm not saying that all the theaters are going to be instantly saved because of this film. But I'm saying this film is getting people back in the seats, which is important.
Yeah, dude. Oh, and let's talk about the villains, dude. She's
Dude,
not like freaking Paradox was funny. Paradox is just
yeah,
fucking funny as hell. And dude,
yeah.
and freaking Cassandra Nova had some funny moments too, where like where she's warping with Wade's mind. It's like, no, she didn't say that. Nope, but I bet she thought it, dude. Like, how is it that even in that moment, she says a very funny line, but still keeps it very intimidating and all bitch mode.
Here's what's actually really incredible
See,
about it, though, man.
you see,
How
this is
terrifying they
this
made
is
her
more what I
is
wanted
incredible.
out of. This is more what I wanted out of Wanda in Multiverse of Madness. This is the tone that I wanted.
Yeah,
It's like she had
she
a
is
lot
like
of moments
legit
where she was
incredible
intimidating, but
in this film.
yeah,
And like there was that weird, really amazing moment where you think, because she kind of flips sides. She's like, okay, here's a door, the way out. You have maybe 19 seconds before this universe destroys you. I'm thinking, wow, that's an interesting turn to her character. Let's finish it up there. But they go crazy with it. And she comes back trying to steal all of the
because
power.
of Paradox.
Oh my God.
Paradox couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut.
Yes.
I wish
You
he
know,
would.
I actually really like her. I actually really like her character, and I like the way she went out because,
Like-
yeah, it shows that she has a heart, but it also shows that she's trying to get what she wants,
Like,
and you can
She's
kind of like
definitely
respect
fucking-
her for it.
like she's definitely got too many screws loose, but you can still tell there's a bit of sympathy there because she technically never actually got a chance at like an actual life, like actually.
And she literally let the two guys that she could have killed them right there and then. She has the power to do so. She literally let those two guys go in and try to stop her, and not even try to stop her. She literally just let the Deadpools do it.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't want to hurt them herself, so she lets the Deadpools do it instead, thinking that'll stop him. It's great. Cassandra was a great villain in this.
Like, is she, as far as the Deadpool villains, like, I'm flip-flopping between her and freaking Francis, dude. Like, I think Francis is the more entertaining villain, at least for how funny he was at the whole, what's my name? That was, like, one of the funniest running gags in that first movie.
Dude, she was the most frightening villain, though, for a Deadpool film, and the way they pulled it off and the way they didn't pull from the actual, like, humor. Like a lot of the times, I feel like, while the Deadpool movies are really great, they're comedy movies, and because of that, you can't take the villain seriously. They do not pull from this villain.
Nope.
She is taken
Dude,
seriously all the way to the point at the end.
And speaking of which, like, she gave some of the most shocking scenes in the film. Like, she just freaking pretty much de-skinned the fuck out of Chris Evans. Like,
dude, the fact that Torch actually stands there for about 2 seconds before he falls apart.
dude, like, not my favorite Chris, as Deadpool says. Probably be my favorite Chris, if I have to be honest. But dude,
Not mine, but he was great.
and that's another thing. Like, the effects are really good in this movie for the most part. Like most Marvel movies, yeah, you can tell there's this shoddy CGI here and there, but I actually think, unlike the more recent Marvel films, it's actually much more good and bad than this. Like I guess, assumingly thanks to Ryan Reynolds, they actually got more time to work on the effects for this film. Because thank God, because that's another reason why I refuse to watch the Marvels. Because I just heard that, at least that visually, especially, that movie looked fucking horrendous. So yeah. Oh, and then, dude, she did my man Pyro dirty, dude. She not only broke his neck, but she did the thing where, like, morphing her hand into his skull and then cracked his neck and, like, cracked his skull and stuff. Like, dude.
That was. They have some really gruesome imagery in it. Like, I know it's rated R, but my God, that was so creepy. I loved it.
Like, that was one of the most relieving things in the movie. Like, if you were worried about this being rated R, no need. Because
Because there's some imagery in this that were pretty crazy.
on the gore side of things, this is probably definitely the most graphic of the Deadpool films. Like,
Yeah.
dude, Wolverine stabs him in the nuts. In the nuts. Like, dude.
Remember from the commercial, Deadpool's on his back and he just brings him up with his claws, man?
Yeah. Like, dude, like, I felt that, dude. Like, oh, the cojones.
Dude, that's a great film. The fact that neither of these two can be killed is also really hilarious. And then, okay, which one is your favorite of the Deadpools? Because for me, I really like Zombie Pool. Girl Deadpool was interesting, but Baby Pool was hilarious to see.
Oh, yeah, that was, dude. Yeah, he was funny. Right. Oh, right,
Puppy
dude.
Pool.
What up?
I think everyone's gonna go nuts for Puppy Pool.
Oh, yeah, dude, Dogpool was fucking adorable, dude. She went from Britain's ugliest dog to starring in the biggest comic book movie since Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion, this was the biggest one since Endgame. Because I know No Way Home was hyped up to all hell, but for obvious reasons, this is going to be a much bigger movie for me.
Yep. And we can't escape the biggest fact that what this movie really is it's a letter to the fans. Because let's face it, there are so many people like you and me that straight up hates Marvel today after Endgame. We all said, hey, Endgame ended with Endgame. This is just trash. I mean, sure, they have maybe 1 or 2 decent films, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but I'm also sitting here, I'm like, okay, I legit was also like, I know this movie's gonna be good, but I didn't think that what this movie was going to be a message. I really took away the message from this film being, hey, guys, we're sorry we screwed up. We're gonna do better next in the future. I really feel like this movie actually gives that message, both figuratively and literally, which is great.
Yeah, great message, dude. Like letting go of the past, but still taking the time to respect the past. Like it's able to move on, acknowledge the past,
And acknowledging
and
its
give us all the
flaws and the
nostalgia
past
that
as
we could
well.
possibly want, all at the same time, and it's done in a way that's just it's done very fucking well, dude. Like
Yep.
not to turn this into a Star Wars rant, or not just a Star Wars rant, but just nostalgia rant in general. But Rise of Skywalker is the big example. Like, you see this, Disney? This is how you do fucking nostalgia and not actually have it matter to the plot, but it comes off as more than just look at this, oh, look at that, we're dingling the keys,
Yep.
So you fucking see that? See that? Member berries? How many member berries do you want in your soup, member berry? Huh? I remember. This is how you do it right. Not actually have the
Yep.
cameos matter to the plot, and it's respectful. It's not pathetic or desperate just to try and get fans in their good graces. They're actually confident in the movie they've made. They're confident that the
Just put it out
people,
and let people decide
but
for
they're actually
themselves.
confident in the story they have.
Yep. And don't defend it constantly because you know people are going to hate it. If you know people are going to hate it, so you constantly just start defending it the second before it comes out or as it comes out, that just makes you look desperate, Disney. Star Wars, I'm looking at you specifically. Marvel did it perfectly right here, and that's why, as much as I don't like Kevin Feige, I am all for his future plans. I really want to see what he'll do next. I want to see if they can keep this on the same good track like before I saw this movie, I would have told you Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be a fantastic film. It's not going to save the MCU, and after this movie, I will have no interest in anything else. Dude, then I watched the movie, and I'm like, okay, I take the message. I'm here.
Like, I'll see what still comes out, but there's hardly anything that I'm interested in. Like, Captain America looks horrible. Like, and the thing is, like,
I'm actually interested to see that now after this.
Because I really liked Sam Wilson's character, not just as the Falcon, but how they gradually built up to him being past the shield.
Yeah.
And so I was all for it, like, because I actually thought the Falcon show was decent.
Yeah, the Falcon show ruined it. I'm sorry.
So I was all for Sam Wilson being Captain America. So, but it's just the direction they're going, and this trailer looks horrible. And then the title for the Fantastic Four movie looks silly. You got Robert Downey Jr. coming back to play Doctor Doom, which
I am so excited for that. Like legit, I am so excited to see Doctor Doom, Robert Downey Jr. I don't know why, but it's evil Iron Man, and the fact that he's coming back to play him, I don't know what it is. I'm all here for it. It will take more than a good movie to convince me that the MCU. Oh no, I completely agree. But now I'm actually giving them a chance. Like before this movie, I wasn't going to give anything else a chance. Now I'm gonna give it a chance. MCU is not back. MCU needs at least 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 good movies before I say it's back. You know what I mean? But
and that's probably not going to be likely because, again, I have no interest in in Brave New World. I'm gonna see all this.
I'm willing
I
to
don't
give them
in
a
it.
chance, though, bro.
I
That's the
have
thing.
no interest in Fantastic Four baby steps or whatever they're calling it. First steps, yeah, which that's what we're all thinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this is the thing. I'm intrigued
I'm willing to give him a
with.
shot.
I'm
I
intrigued
can
with
tell you
the
what, I can't get used to what's his name, the actor that's playing Mr. Fantastic. He's from Mandalorian. I love him as an actor in
Yeah,
Mandalorian, but I can't get used to him. He doesn't look like Mr. Fantastic to me. I'm gonna have to get used to that, I guess. But other than that, I'm willing to give these movies a chance now because of what I've seen
can't be any
from
worse.
Deadpool.
And here's the thing, it can't be any worse than John Krasinski in Multiverse of Madness. It's not that even the fact that he was bad. He was actually pretty good.
Actually,
It's
here's
the
the
fact that
thing,
dude,
bro. It
he
can.
got
That's what's
himself
scary.
like he got himself killed. Like he basically gave away, okay, Wanda, here's how you kill all of us. And he's supposed to be the smartest man alive. Dude.
Can be that bad, and that's why. I mean, before I didn't want to give it a chance. Now after Wolverine, I'm willing to give it a chance. But dude, I even have to admit this, man. Before this movie, I was not willing to give any of these new Disney projects a chance, but now I'm willing to. And when it comes to the whole Captain America thing, yeah, completely ignore the whole situation with that awful TV show, and I think you can actually do really good. Because here's the thing: we have Miles Morales Spider-Man was really great. He didn't try to replace Spider-Man; he became a new Spider-Man. If they do that with the new Captain America movie, then I'll be all right with it. If they just ignore what that god awful TV show did, which I think they might.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about this for a sec. Like, this was so on brand for Deadpool to do. Like, you know, he just wanted.
I know, right?
You know, that's all he wanted. And he wanted the dog too, but you know, he is like, you know, don't worry, you're gonna live, you're gonna live. Oh, you can't regenerate? Oh no, don't worry, you're gonna live, you're gonna live. Bam, blow his fucking head off. Like, dude.
But dude, the humor was there, man. The humor fits so well, even though it's so stupid. Yeah, they did nice pull dirty, but hilariously.
Hilarious.
I'm okay with it.
Oh, dude. Like, I guess final thoughts is that if this is the end for Deadpool, which we know it probably won't be, but if this is, then
One good hell of a way to go out.
And the thing is, I have a feeling that regardless of what they do with him and whatever they bring him back for, probably Secret Wars.
Yeah,
I think that because this movie is so standalone and self-contained, that you'll still be able to look at it as the ending for Deadpool if you want to, because chances are they're probably gonna have Deadpool go out in Secret Wars in some grand sacrifice. Like, if all of that freaking Thor foreshadowing that they were doing is of any indication, then yeah, Deadpool.
Yeah, that's actually really interesting. It makes me want to watch it. That's what's incredible. Like, I didn't want to see any of this stuff after this movie. That's why I said before watching this film. Now after watching it, I'm like, okay, I'm here to give you a chance. I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a second. Actually, it'd be like my fifth chance for them. I feel like it's a mistake, but it's a mistake I'm willing to do.
They're like a cat. They got 4 more lives. Like,
yeah.
Catwoman and Batman Returns. Still alive!
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I got 4 more lives in there, Kevin Feige. You got enough in there to finish me off? Only one way to find out.
Just don't ever bring She-Hulk into the mix again, and I think we'll all be happy.
Dude, like,
or if you do She-Hulk correctly and never mention the She-Hulk.
Dude, I've been saying this ad nauseum for the past couple of years, since this horseshit came out. Any show that She-Hulk shows up in, I will stop watching. I will turn off the episode. Any movie, even if it's fucking Secret Wars, I will walk out of the goddamn theater if
Dude,
She-Hulk.
it's a shame because I used to love in the cartoons. She-Hulk used to be one of my favorite characters, and then
Oh
they
yeah,
did
that's
that
what
to
pisses
her.
me off about it. Because she's this great beloved character that has jokes that are actually very funny, in like the cartoons and the comics, and somehow they fucked it up. Like,
Yeah, they
like
screwed it up
did you see
really
that
badly.
bullshit? Did you see that bullshit that was going on about like how Deadpool has the dance scene in the beginning and everyone's loving it, but they're calling people sexist for hating the She-Hulk dancing? Like, dude, here's the thing.
Oh god.
Here's the thing. In Deadpool and Wolverine, it was fucking funny, and in She-Hulk, it was fucking cringeworthy. It's
Yeah, I mean, come on.
like
He
take
wasn't just shaking his butt to the
Hey,
camera
out of
and
his
calling
fucking
that
ass.
dancing. He actually had moves, man.
Yeah, like and
Like
well,
all She-Hulk
Deadpool,
does is stick her butt in the camera. That's all she does.
like yeah, Deadpool actually made an entertaining dance sequence that towed the line of undoing the best X-Men movie ever made, but somehow was able to get away with it. Whereas what does She-Hulk have? Oh, she has
And respect it.
yeah.
That's what's
Whereas
incredible.
whereas what the
Affected
fuck
it
does
also
She-Hulk have?
respected.
She has Megan Thee Stallion. Oh no. Anyway, whatever. Yeah.
God, I'm telling you.
Here's the thing, like, dude,
God,
it gave me new
She-Hulk.
appreciation for Peter trying to go all cool and hip in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'd rather watch that than She-Hulk any day. In fact, Spider-Man 3 is still a guilty pleasure. I will still watch that
Like-
from time to time.
Like, it's kind of like X-Men Origins Wolverine. Like, there's certain things that I'll agree are definitely terrible, but overall, it's like, I don't know, I enjoy this. It's the weakest of the three, obviously. Like whereas I agree in Origins, yeah, the Deadpool interpretation is terrible, and in Spider-Man 3, yeah, I agree. Venom and Eddie Brock are terrible in it. But the rest of it, I'm like, I'm running along with this fine enough, mostly.
And it was a fantastic film. Fantastic actors. Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, fantastic. Hugh Jackman, fantastic. All the acting was great. The jokes were great. I even laughed at the fact that they had to tear off Hugh Jackman's shirt at the end. They had to do it, right? Let's go.
Yeah, man, gotta get them abs.
Dude, yeah. I even laughed at that joke. I'm like, oh my god, you had to do that. Oh man. Oh god, I'm sure all of the girls in the theater loved that moment. Oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
But no, the film was so respectful. It gave such a good message, and even though it might not have been like I watched this one girl's video on this movie, and it was basically her saying how much while she loves the film, she thinks the other two Deadpool films were more grounded with it in caring for the characters. I could kind of understand that,
Like,
but this
I
movie
can
did
see
such
that,
a
'cause,
good
like,
job.
Because, like, in a way, you can see how this film is very scattershot with how it's going from one place to the next. But
Yeah.
the thing is, for me,
But
the fact
shot
that
well, and it's hilarious.
it has the most heartfelt story of the three, which is saying a lot because I actually think Deadpool 2 had a really emotional heartfelt.
Deadpool 1 did too, when you really think about how
Ryan
serious the character was.
Because for as much as Ryan Reynolds really sells you on the irreverence and the banter, the fourth wall shit, he's able to really dramatically sell you on caring about saving his universe. Like It's like, I know nothing about saving worlds, and it's only 9 people in this picture, but this right here is my world. My entire world is in this picture. Like, he really
Dude,
sells.
that was very heartfelt.
Yeah, not to undersell his dramatic moments in the other films, which he certainly had a lot of them, but I think this is his best performance as the character, which is saying a lot because not once do I think he's ever once stumbled as a character. Not just in the movies, but even like, he'll appear in the commercials and do like TV show appearances
Dude,
and
the
skits.
commercials with Wolverine and Deadpool, like, oh my god, the date jokes, those are hilarious.
Did you see the silence your phone one?
Huh? Oh yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I know that was great.
Yeah, we know.
Oh god,
It's
that
like,
was great.
you know what it
That was a
reminds me
great
of?
thing.
It's like the joke in a nostalgia critics review of X-Men where freaking do I have the clip? I guess I don't. But yeah, dude, basically the joke where he's talking about Hugh Jackman's introduction in the film, in the cage and all that, and freaking nostalgia critic and Malcolm are like, "Did I just turn gay?" We all did a little bit.
Oh god, I am not, but that was hilarious.
Yeah, so hilarious. Like, whew. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for what we can go over. But
Yeah, because basically, let me just wrap up the story because we didn't get into it too much. Basically, what's going on is he finds the worst the worst Wolverine, and together they have to somehow get back to the TVA from Loki to turn their universe before it gets destroyed. Meanwhile, they end up going on an adventure. They end up meeting what's her name? I can't remember her name real quick.
Cassandra Nova.
Yeah, they end up meeting her, and she's a villain at first, but you know what? After Hugh Jackman has a great moment where he realizes, you know what? Her brother wouldn't watch her die. He decides to save a life, and to repay the favor, she gives him what he wants: a portal back home. Before coming back through the portal and destroying the world once again. That was great. That was hilarious. And of course, Wolverine and Deadpool saves the day at the end by combining two crazy energies that could destroy the entire universe. Yeah.
Like, they actually had me sold. Like, this might actually kill
This
them
was
all.
the end, right? They're gone. This is the end of the film. They're dead. And then they walk up. Of course they do. Of course that's not the way they're gonna end this film.
And that's another way to commend the humor is that they do it in a way that doesn't undersell the tension, like, because I think they let the emotion
I
of
agree
it.
with that.
They let the emotion of it flow for long
And the
enough.
seriousness of it. Like, none of the jokes pull you out of the seriousness
That's what
of the
all
moment.
the Marvel movies have been doing lately.
Yes!
Like especially.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Like,
that-
I love Thor, what was that movie called? Ragnarok. I love Ragnarok, but dang it, some of those jokes really takes you out of the film.
Yep.
Even
So-
I say that, and I loved Ragnarok. I loved laughing at it, but my god, it should have been so stupid funny. You could have pulled it back a little bit and seriously take a moment. Like this is basically how Ragnarok should have been. I'm not talking about rated R stuff. I'm talking about the way the humor is portrayed.
So yeah, in closing, Marvel, you get this one. You got this.
One.
But for the love of God, do not fuck up the X-Men. Whether you start bringing the X-Men before Secret Wars, before it's all reset, or it all ends up coming in your inevitable reboot of this whole universe. Regardless, if you fuck up the X-Men, I stand by what I said in my reaction to the final trailer for this film. If you fuck up the X-Men, then that is where I will be done with the MCU, because I will not watch an MCU that has boxed versions of my favorite superheroes of all time. I love the X-Men
Yeah.
too much. They are too sacred to me. But yeah, that's in closing. Like, go see it. Hell, it's gonna hit $1 billion by the end of next week anyway. So you've probably already seen it. So I guess I can pretty much say, if you've already seen it, go see it. However many times you can count on your hand. I know I'm gonna try to. I'm actually trying to see it again this weekend. Actually, like, I'm that pumped to see it again.
Dude, it's a movie worth going to the theater for. I know I didn't, but I want to.
Oh, the post-credit scene. Oh, dude, you didn't see the post-credit scene, did you? Because you remember,
I don't think I did.
Because you remember the shit that Deadpool was saying that the Human Torch was saying about her that got him killed? Like you were a
Yeah.
shit whistling little cocknocker, and he was like, "No, I didn't see all that stuff." And the post credit scene was like Deadpool and the TVAs saying like, "Yo, I am sick of all these allegations that I got Johnny Storm killed. Let's roll the tape." And it actually shows him in the cage, even they're all caged up, and actually shows him saying that. And so we actually get to see freaking Chris Evans swear up a storm, saying the exact things, word for word, what Deadpool said, and then it ends like Devil's like, "Gotcha, fuckface." It's so funny. God, this movie was funny. But yeah, Marvel, just keep this up. Not just with, if you're gonna keep doing the X-Men, but just please learn your fucking lesson with this. I know I'm not gonna
I
get.
think they have. I really think they have. And I really think that this is their way of telling the fans, hey, we screwed up and we're not going to screw up anymore. I think. Only time will tell. If their next film sucks, I'm done. I'm out.
But yeah, regardless, we at least have this beautiful, respectful swan song to this universe, this franchise of movies that I have loved dearly since I was a kid. Because it's weird, right? Because obviously some of the X-Men movies are clearly better than others, right? But I cannot help but or pretty much like and or love every single X-Men film consistently, regardless of some of their flaws. Even freaking Dark Phoenix I like more than I hate. So yeah, I'm just glad that we got this one final No Way Home-esque type swan song for the franchise of films, the studio that paved the way, that walked so the MCU could run. It was a perfect farewell to 20th Century Fox. But with that being said, in closing now, that is our spoiler thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine. So, Dylan?
It was really good.
So where can they find you, dude?
Alright, so you guys can find me on my own channel, Dylan's Little Hobbies, where I actually have a video coming out about that new, a new Wish, the Fairly Odd Parents Next Generation. I absolutely love that show. You guys can also find me on Royal Road, where I'm putting out my own story, both Reaper's Blood and Trials of the Realm. You guys can also find me on Ninjoid243's channel, where we do super chats. We're actually going to be doing a super chat tonight, talking about the new Batman TV show that I still have to go and finish watching. And you can also find me on Zach Galziello's channel whenever I can. Austinator whenever I can. Yeah, I'm everywhere.
Yep.
Hi!
And then you can obviously find me here. I am still working on my future ranking videos for the channel. I still want to rank the Ghostbusters films. I still want to rank the Jurassic Park films. I'm considering saving the Lord of the Rings ranking for possibly a later date. But to make up for that, because this idea that I've had since seeing Deadpool and Wolverine, you know what? Why not rank all of the Fox legacy films, if that's what you want to call them? All the Blade, Punisher, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, rank all of those included in the X-Men film. So that is a video idea that I am tweaking with as an idea. And if I do decide to do that, then I will make a post about it. So look forward to that. And then, yes, right, dude. Tonight on the stream that I am on with everyone, the Cool Kids channel, they will be reviewing M. Night Shyamalan's Trap, his newest film to come out, which I have not been able to see, but I will be hosting in 2 weeks for Alien Romulus. I am very excited for that. So, yeah, look forward to that. And that's what I got going on. So, until next time, we will
see you guys
all later. Later, fellas.